Hello.
So I know yesterday you weren't too pleased. Tuesday you weren't too pleased with the pace tempo. How was it today?
Yeah, the physicality I thought was good today. Thought the defense had a way bigger mindset on physicality offensively. Thought AJ Ia had a really good day today. I thought that today was his best day. Coming out here making plays, practicing physical, so I was really pleased.
Anything surprised you so far? Something that you really noticed?
No, nothing like shocking, to be honest. Yeah, nothing shocking yet. Yeah, nothing shocking.
How do you feel about just the level of your newcomers relative to what you expected?
Yeah, I feel good about the new guys. You know, they've played a lot of snaps in football, and that was what we wanted to do. We wanted to get a lot of veterans, a lot of guys with a lot of snaps, and that translates to practice.
Coach, how important is it for the running backs to also be a threat in the passing game for your offense?
Yeah, have to be. You know, we want to have 5 guys who can get the ball in the passing game. We want to have multiple guys who can get involved in the run game and the RPO game. We just want to be versatile. We want people to have to defend all 5.
And the defensive line with Fight and Swanson still being out, looks like Mans is stepping up, Morgan stepping up. What do you see from those guys?
Yeah, it's great to get those guys work. You know, Mikel's been out, Swanson's been out, CJ's out, Ramar is out. You know, most of those guys from last season injuries. So they're working their way back. So to get all these guys really good reps, it's only going to get them better. Mans had a really good day today.
Adding on to the running backs, how important is it for them to be able to put their body in the line to protect the QB in high pressure situations?
Yeah, you got to be able to protect the quarterback. You got to be able to pick up pros. I mean, if you want to play for a long time, you got to be able to pick up pass pro.
I know you talked about potentially more multiple back sets this year. Are you seeing the level of competition in that room that you wanted to be able to get to that point?
Yeah, I mean, it's early, but I think that room has enough depth to be able to help us in a variety of ways. I think that room is versatile. I think we've got a variety of skill sets, and that's really what you want. You know, if you have, when a defense is calling groupings, you know, they get to call 21 or they get to call 20, then they'll call like 21, whatever, 4. That means this specific back's in the game. And if you only do certain things with that specific guy, good defenses know exactly what you're going to do. So to be able to have the versatility to do a ton of things, then rotate backs and rotate through 5, 6 backs, makes it really challenging for a team to kind of predict what's going to happen when they're on the field. And that's our goal. Our goal is to make every personnel grouping, every formation look identical. That way we're just playing football, and good defense coordinators don't get to, you know, cheat and know that we're down to 3 plays for this formation or this package.
Chatting with David, he seems like a pretty cerebral guy. What did you notice about him when you sought him out from a place like Villanova, and how you could translate to the power field? Yeah, I mean, I challenged him yesterday. He got stoned in the hole yesterday, and I challenged him. I said, you know, you've been talking how big you are. Today he came back and ran behind his pads, like at a high level, like, man. That's why, you know, when we were searching in the portal, we wanted a big back. And one of the things we looked for was the most efficient backs on 3rd and 2 and 4th and 2 or less. And he was the most efficient guy, statistically, whatever that means, on those down and distance because he ran behind his pads. But he's doing more than that. He's catching the ball out of the backfield. He's picking up pass pro. He's doing a lot. Very, very happy with how he's practiced so far, and he's a great person. And Kenny, how vital has it been to have Sean Aguano since day one, how he's been able to attract talent in here and get it on to the next level? Yeah,
I think he's had 2 first-team All Big 12 backs, right, which is pretty cool. I mean, he does some, I think his drill work is really, really good. I think it translates. You know, he puts 2 balls in guys' hands, put 1 ball in guys' hands. He does a variety of different things in order to, you know, protect the football. And what he's produced, I think it's every single starter for him has gone and played on Sundays. So he's doing a phenomenal job, and he's a great person too. Like Coach Aguano is just awesome.
And Coach, what do you thought about the linebacking group just early on? I know obviously some returns, Martell, Cyrus, Prayer, but what have you thought about the linebackers?
Yeah, I know that's a room that we have big shoes to fill. And I think so far those guys have played, you know, you don't notice it as much, and I think that's a testament to them. But they've still got a long way to go. But you definitely see guys like Isaiah, Osefa, and Prayer taking big steps up, and but both those guys really need to play this year.
Usually on the second Saturday you have some kind of scrimmage or quasi-scrimmage. Is that the plan for Saturday?
Not really this Saturday because it's only practice 5.
Okay.
It'll just be our first day of full pads.
Got it.
But it's not going to be a scrimmage yet.
Got it.
Offensive line has seen a lot of shuffling, different personnel groupings, guys going from left to right side. What have you seen so far, and then kind of what's the plan going forward?
Yeah, obviously we got a lot of guys that we're just mixing and matching right now. We don't have 1s, 2s, 3s. We just have different groups that are going out there. And so it's good. You know, you get some guys maybe, you know, having that starting experience going versus guys like JT who have, you know, started for a lot of years at a high level. And then you have guys in the reciprocal. You have really competitive matchups versus guys that have played. So it's really good to really grow your team, not, in my opinion, just naming the starter and having multiple groups go. I learned that from Dan at Bergen, and I thought that was a really good way to do it, and tried to steal it.
Coach, during Carde Mack's senior season in high school, he threw for over 2,000 passing yards and also had 1,500 rushing yards. Does it ever impress you to see that two-way threat athlete?
That's why he's here. That's why he's here. I love it. Love guys who can do multiple things. Love guys who play 2 positions. Love guys who play both ways. Love guys who play multiple sports, specifically basketball, football, and basketball. I love guys who play basketball at a high level. Not the shooters. I like guys that get to the hoop. I like guys that get to the hoop, body up a little bit, and dunk it or offhand it. But that's what I like. That's what we look for when we look at other sports. Is does the skill set in your other sport translate to football? And when you're a defensive player, when you're a guy who can play through contact in basketball, it definitely translates to football because it's all about body control.
Same thing wrestling, I guess, too, right?
Same thing wrestling.
You guys good? Yeah, Coach.